So let's talk about the Modern Warfare 3 beta. I know this review is coming a little bit late, but there's also a few things I haven't heard addressed yet, and I think it needs to be done. So in my opinion, there's really three main things that make up Call of Duty, and those are guns, maps, and kill streaks. To me, those are the three most important things a Call of Duty can change, create, or do something with to make the game good, or honestly, if it sucks, you know? Starting off with the weapons in Modern Warfare 3, honestly, I think they're okay, but also I think they could have done a much better job here. You know, honestly, the fact that I don't have a weapon titled the ACR, the UMP-45, or the Intervention, honestly, is such a spit in my face, it's not even funny. Also, you know, they're not exactly the same. They kind of look different, they sound different. I don't know, I mean, I guess I was just expecting a little bit more. Also, I'm not gonna lie, how come we can't just call stuff like easy names? It always has to be some stupid name like the FR Advancer instead of the FAMAS. I don't know, man. There's really no need to be difficult there. Anyways, moving on to the maps in Modern Warfare 3/2, I guess. I mean, we know these maps are good, right? So if these maps sucked, it would obviously be on Sledgehammer. They didn't scale it, they didn't build it right, they took away sightlines, whatever, right? The maps, however, I think are honestly pretty good for the most part. Favela is a different story. Like, I'll be honest with you all, in the original Modern Warfare 2, my least favorite maps were Derail and Estate. Estate played pretty good in this game. Maybe because the movement is a little bit faster, you can kind of get around the map quicker, so I don't know, maybe that's the reason it played better. Anyways, yeah, Favela, it really sucked. I was gonna touch on this earlier, but I think the spawns in this game are atrocious. Everyone knows this though, to be honest, so they're obviously going to fix this at some point, but they were pretty bad in the beta, especially on Favela. It's like, if you killed someone on that map, you better turn around within 5 seconds because they're gonna spawn right behind. And also, it's like some lobbies, everyone just wants to sit on the rooftops, and then other lobbies, everyone's hiding in all those corners and stuff. Yeah, I don't know, man. This map was great back in the day, but it's probably never gonna play the same, so yeah, not a big fan there. Anyways, as far as the kill streaks go in Modern Warfare 3, they can definitely use some improvement. Like, when you think of the OG Modern Warfare 2, I guess even though this game is called Modern Warfare 3, I mean, either way, in both games, you think of really strong kill streaks, and here in, you know, whatever this game is, I didn't feel like they were really that good. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but when it comes to kill streaks, like, I really don't care about balance. I'd rather them make stuff overpowered when it comes to, you know, chopper gunners and pavlos and stuff like that. And while we're on the topic of kill streaks, you know, it would be awesome to see specialists return in this game. I feel like we honestly would have heard something about it by now, but I mean, I don't know how you're gonna put a game out titled Modern Warfare 3 and not include specialist bonus. Like, you just gotta be kidding. So as far as the big three go, the guns, maps, and kill streaks, I think we're sitting at an okay spot, but we can definitely use some improvement to make the game even better. Anyways, a couple other things I wanted to touch on here. The connection in this game is absolute crap. Like, over half the time I'm in a match, I'm just running into packet burst the whole damn time. And also, I know that Ace said the beta servers are running a little bit slower, so, you know, there's gonna be more inconsistencies. Hopefully that means it's fixed in the real game, but, you know, one issue I ran into here is a lot of gunfights felt really inconsistent. Sometimes it felt like you died in 5 bullets, and sometimes it felt like you died in 2, so I don't know, it didn't make for a good time. What also didn't make for a good time is the gunsmith. It is the same crap we had last year, and, you know, kind of basically the same thing we've had the last 5 years now. I think if there was one area of Call of Duty I really wanted to see some change or improvements, it's probably in the gunsmith here. It's outdated, it's not cool anymore, and now we kind of realize 90% of these attachments are just junk we'll never touch, and everyone's gonna run about 2 or 3 best class setups, so that's pretty much it, you know? Along with the gun gunsmith returning, we're getting the same UI. I don't know what genius thought that was a good idea, but they do not need to be working at Activision any longer. This is just another thing the community has bitched about for, I don't know, a year now, and there's been zero changes to it. One thing that did get some change though is the health. We now have 150 health instead of 100, which honestly doesn't mean anything. It all depends on how they set up the damages and profiles, you know, and weapons and whatnot. So the health is higher, but it's not like Black Ops 4 health, you know. That was, I mean, sometimes you'd have to land 10 shots to put someone down, whereas here, you know, you're kind of in that 5 to 6 bullet range where it's honestly not a terrible time to kill. Like, I don't hate it, but I also don't exactly love it. I understand it's nice to have a longer time to kill because in theory you have to hit more shots, which means you have to be a more skillful player. You know, just ultimately saying it takes more skill to get kills and better players will stand above. So I understand that argument. However, I don't exactly love longer time to kills because one-shot weapons like your snipers and shotguns, they are going to piss you off about 10 times faster than a game with low health. Because you might dump 4 to 5, 6 bullets into a sniper and then they just delete you off the map with one click of a button, you know? So it is frustrating to deal with that. And again, it all depends on how they balance it. And again, with a longer time to kill, your gunfights are just going to feel a little bit more inconsistent. Even if your connection is good, we all know the COD servers, like sometimes you just get screwed over. It is what it is, right? Now, the best thing I honestly think Sledgehammer did was innovate on the movement we've seen in Call of Duty. We've kind of been put through the gauntlet lately with like Modern Warfare 19. You can run and slide cancel and bunny hop and do all these different, you know, movement god moves. And while it was kind of cool because like, yeah, it did take some skill, it was also hella annoying just like watching your teammate in Search and Destroy just slide cancel all over the map. So I get it. So anyways, I think this is a great middle ground that they've been able to find a compromise for. It's not over the top, but also at the same time, if you're a good player, you can use this to your advantage. Let's see here. Okay, next thing, there's no nuke in this game. We're playing Modern Warfare 2 maps. In Modern Warfare 3, there's no nuke, there's no Moab. Instead, we have an MGB bomb at 30 kills. Some of you can sit here and try and say, oh, well, it's just a bomb. Who really cares? I care, all right? When you heard that Modern Warfare 2 nuke just blast your eardrums, and it honestly pissed me off, I'm not gonna lie, but there was something like actually threatening when you saw that pop up on your screen. But anyways, there's two things I really want to touch on here at the end of this video, and I haven't seen anyone else talk about this. First off, I've been seeing a lot of people praise Sledgehammer because, you know, they've been communicating with the community a lot, and while I do respect that and I think that's awesome, I just kind of want to put this in everyone's heads. They did the same exact thing with Vanguard where they were super communicative leading up to the release of the game, and then when it actually came out, they went on vacation for like literally a month and the game just went to hell. So even though the game looks good and we've heard, you know, good news towards the future of this game, I'm still just not sold on Sledgehammer. I'm really not. Okay, this dev studio is just not my favorite. I don't think they've ever made a good game. That's why when I played the beta, I was actually so shocked how well this game was playing for me. So we'll see what actually goes down, but again, I'm just putting this out there. Keep it in the back of your head. These are the same guys who sold everyone on Vanguard and disappeared when the game got bad. And the last thing I want to mention about Modern Warfare 3 here is, although the beta was good, I think the release is going to go fairly decent, and you know, the game will probably be fun for a month or two, but that's where it's going to fall off. And I think this game is going to fall off much harder than most people actually expect. The reason for that being, there's really nothing new in this game. There's nothing to explore. There's nothing to learn. We all know these maps. We know the sight lines. And while it's refreshing to play games on these iconic maps like High Rise and Favela and whatnot, I just think this game is going to get old much faster than most people are actually willing to admit, because there's nothing new. There's nothing to explore, nothing to learn, nothing to do. We've all done it. We've all seen it. So So yeah, this game, it's gonna be fun for a while, don't get me wrong, but come January, Sledgehammer's really gonna have to put some stuff together and stay on their game to keep this game relevant. Oh, and obviously, yes, skill-based matchmaking, it sucks. I feel like this is just, it's like lawyer speak at this point. I have to say this. Obviously, the game would be much better without SBMM or EOMM or whatever the hell you want to call that stupid shit, but it doesn't matter. It's staying in the game. It's going to be in the game. They're obviously not going to remove it anytime soon. You can do all the boycotting, all the disliking, all the whatever you want, but it's not going to change anything. So there's that. Other than that, I feel like this game is going to be, again, like I said, it's going to be fun for a while, but a month or two in, I don't see it sticking around unless Sledgehammer, maybe they just really pull through this time. Even though I personally don't think they've ever made a good game, even I can admit, you know, they haven't really had a shot at a modern era Call of Duty, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt for now, but probably not gonna last too long if I had to take a guess. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you think of the beta down below. Do you think this game is going to be good, or are we all going to be playing some other game this year? Let me know down in the comments section below. Shout out to J Bowen Demand for letting me borrow this gameplay that I downloaded without him knowing. But also, I don't have any gameplay of the beta. Link to his channel will be down in the description below. Be sure to check him out. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Catch you all next time. Later.